She FaceTimes me on her way to work. That Monday morning is the last time Mommy got to talk to her baby.
So, quick question. Why are you still going on dates with men when there's a high chance that this could be you? This 19-year-old girl went on a date, and they later found parts of her body all scattered across the town.
The audio on the video is a woman getting abused in the background, and the caption is, "Me when my daughter grows up and her BF is beating her up for entertaining other dudes." That video has nearly 800,000 likes. Let's look at the comments. "He got 2 minutes, I'm gonna help her." Finally, someone said it. Sometimes a lesson needs to be taught. Like mother, like daughter, I had to do the same thing. She gonna learn today. Her mom was just like that, I had to do the same thing. Help the BF. You good, I used to do the same thing. I don't know, officer, I came home, thought they were pillow fighting. Not only do men have fantasies about abusing women, they will literally tell you that they do it regularly. And because they get to dictate what entertaining other dudes looks like, they can justify their behavior because you weren't doing what they told you to do. The protector side of men only comes out when you're under his control and his subjugation. No matter how much violence is coming to you, if that man thinks you deserve it, he will let you die just to prove a point.
So yeah, men hate women a lot, all of them. Either you're ready to accept that or not. And I've already spoken about how all men are in fact misogynistic or sexist to some degree in another video, so please don't bother leaving a "not all men" comment for me. I'm making this video because I genuinely care about women, and I'm tired of hearing news every day about how another woman was brutally abused or unalived by her boyfriend or husband. I'm here to tell you that instead of putting your life at risk, going on dates with potential serial killers for a small chance that you might possibly find a man who is a decent human being, it's actually possible to just stay single and be even happier than you would be in a relationship.
When you've been single for a while, that the thought of a man even sleeping in your bed next to you actually irritates you. Like you've gotten so comfortable, almost too comfortable with the fact of being alone. And you get to the point where it's kind of scary because you're like, I don't need any male's attention whatsoever. The thought of being alone and by yourself is actually comforting, and you couldn't think of anything better. There is nothing a man could do for me that I haven't or can't do for myself. So you're now at the point of being single that you couldn't think of anything worse than being in a relationship.
Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a...
Here's what your Sunday looks like when you're single at 35. Your hair is oiled and heat protect wrapped. Your face mask is applied. Your oversized and stained t-shirt is on. Your DoorDash is on its way. And your Netflix is just waiting for you. There are a few luxuries in life as a single woman. I take that back. There are a lot of luxuries, but the biggest of luxuries, Sunday afternoon, from approximately 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. I don't have to get kids ready for the school week. I don't have to sit on the couch and watch my husband/boyfriend watch football. I don't have to meal prep or prep meals because I'm not going to have any time during the work week. No, I'll have time. I don't have to do 10 loads of laundry. In fact, if I want to wear the same shirt every single day this week while I work remotely from home, I can. But the best part of this is that I get to do all of this without a single person telling me that I should be doing something else, that it's not okay, that it's wrong, I'm wasting time, that I'm not being productive.
Things I do that people consider weird at my age. I'm 34. I've been single for 15 years. Whoever it is that said you're going to find the one when you're not looking, when you least expect it, is a goddamn liar. I mean, I've had situationships, but since I've stopped that, I've not been on a date in 6 years, I have aged backwards.
She really has, because I genuinely thought this was a teenager at first.
That is on not waiting on someone's dusty, crusty son to text you back. I live at home with my mum, so I'm actually back in the same bedroom I've had since I was 12. I mean, these walls have seen groovy chick bedding. I never learnt to drive, and I don't have any plans to. Passenger princess for life. I don't like alcohol. I get drunk off 2 sips of wine. After that point, I cannot be held responsible for my actions.
And admit you're in danger.
Who are you talking to right now?
A day in the life of a sad single mom. First, I wake up in my big queen bed without anyone poking me with their frisky eggplant. I make my way to the washroom where the toilet seat is down, and I have to sit on a seat that's not covered in urine splashes. I head to the kitchen for my coffee, and I notice there is still coffee left because I was the last one to use it. I head to my nice clean fridge where I find a full container of creamer. I then water my plants and think about buying another one because there's no one to tell me I have too many. After my coffee, I brush my teeth in a sink that has no beard trimmings. I then open my cupboard and admire all of my perfectly labeled jars where no one can tell me how ridiculous it is to put already packaged things in glass containers. It's a sad life, I know, but maybe one day, if I'm super lucky, I can have a third adult child to take care of all on my own.
It's my birthday, and I decided to come to Maldives all by myself, again, for the second time. And honestly, it's the best decision I've ever made. Grateful for another year on this planet. Grateful for the life I'm living. And I mean, look where I am. Oh, this is literally the best thing that I've done ever. I love it here.
People still ask me, so Sasha, what do you do as a 32-year-old single woman if you're not dating? And I will show you what I'm doing. Hola, do you have a table for one? I ordered a mochi. Oh my god. I love the mango mochi so much that I ordered a coconut mochi.
And you're literally not missing out on anything by not being with a man because men suck the fun and joy out of everything. Then they'll act like you're the one being embarrassing for having fun.
If you were 20 again, knowing what you know now,
oh my god,
what would you do different?
I would be very different around men.
Like what?
I would be more in charge and less need of their approval. Because now I don't need them. Then I was under some delusion that I did, some narrative I was feeding myself.
Okay, this is to the people who tell me, of course you're gonna love being single now, but like 39, see how you feel. And listen, I get it. We are social creatures. We want companionship. We want to be taken care of. I get all of that. I just don't understand why people tell that to me when I'm living my best life. It's like going to a happy couple on their wedding day and telling them, yeah, in 10 years, you're gonna loathe your wife and you might get a divorce because 50% of marriages lead in divorce. Like, would you ever say that? You wouldn't. So why are you coming to me and telling me that I'm gonna feel a certain way in 10 years? Because if I feel lonely in 10 years, I'll go on a long trip, try to make friends, I will learn a new language, I will volunteer for months, probably start learning ballet, I don't know. And if I'll still feel lonely, I'll deal with that when I'm 39. I don't have to sacrifice my defining decade out of the fear that maybe when I'm 39, I'm gonna feel lonely. So I don't have to settle in a relationship with a person. I'm not gonna be scared into giving up my years, okay? I've never been this on track. Like me, this is the track, this is me. I can feel it. I can feel that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, and I've never had this clarity in my life. So nope. You can say whatever you want. You can scare me and tell me that I'm gonna be unhappy with a cat, with a dog, with a bunny. I don't give a Now, if I do end up getting married to a douchebag, that's in my fate. It is what it is. But as of now, I'm gonna sit in my car at 11 p.m. because I have no responsibilities and I don't have to wait for someone's call.
That the rich auntie is an excuse for a woman that is not ready for responsibility or commitment.
The reason why men hate to see women happily single and thriving and why they hate the way the rich auntie trend is growing in popularity is because we're embracing something that they used to use as an insult against us. Saying that you're going to die single used to be like the most hurtful thing you could say to a woman, but now women are embracing it because they see that they'd rather that than be in a bad marriage. They'd much rather stay single than chase a deadbeat guy who just used you and doesn't want to co-parent. More and more women are putting off marriage and having kids, and these men absolutely hate that. They hate being single, and they hate the fact that more women are so happy being single because they want you to be as miserable as they are. Less women are settling, and that's a good thing. Not to them, though, because you settling is how they get married and how they get kids.
This video is for all of the men that call me a single mom and mean it as an insult. In 1973, women weren't allowed to open their own bank account, have a mortgage, nothing by themselves. So a lot of women stayed in those relationships and got married because then they could get a house, they could have access to a bank account, etc., etc. Now we're in 2024. I have my own bank account. I can have my own mortgage, right? So imagine being alone and raising a child and taking care of all of those things by myself is easier than being in a shitty relationship. I know. It's easier for me. So every single time you call me a single mom and you think it's an insult, I want you to know that it was actually your mom's greatest desire. But they didn't have that right in 1973, so.
Men also like to weaponize the crazy cat lady stereotype to scare women and pressure them into marrying men. You may even see comments like that under this very video from angry incels who only watched the first few seconds of this video, left a dumb comment, then clicked off. In ancient times, being a goddess went hand in hand with having a cat. Then the Christian church came along, made strong single women out to be witches and the cats they cared for as evil. After the witch trials, single women with cats were seen as a nuisance. At that time, only about 10% of women were given jobs outside the home. The spinster cat lady stereotype began to grow, and misogynistic opposition to the feminist movement chose the cat to represent women that wanted to vote in the early 20th century. Associating women's rights activists with cats implied to the public that only quote-unquote lonely, bitter women wanted to vote. This negative connotation is sprinkled throughout pop culture and is used by misogynists to try to put a woman who has chosen to abstain from marriage or children in her place. The irony is studies show more single men have cats than single women.
Someone explain this to me. What is y'all's fixation on cats? Like, do you just hate cats because you don't understand consent? I mean, that would make sense. But also, we're actively choosing animals that poop in a box over your company? Doesn't that just make you look bad? Like, I have a cat, but also, why are you never threatening that I'm gonna end up with dogs? Because I got 3 of those, and they're adorable. Look at this smushy face. His name's Gary, by the way. Look how cute he is. Just look at these guys. You a good boy? Yeah, this is my baby right here. I don't know, maybe you're scared of ending up alone, but this is exactly the life that I want. So good luck, man.